Hey everyone, Andy here. Today we're going to take a look at the custom Conquest template. Included is the portal experience and a map example with flags, spawns and vehicles. So let's begin by clicking on the link in the description. This will take you to the custom Conquest template hosted on bfportal.gg. Then there you will see a link to download the map example scene for Godot, as well as an edit button which takes you to the experience where you can save a copy for yourself. Download the Godot example file and put it in your SDK levels folder. Now when you open up Godot, you should see the new custom Conquest level for Cairo. Open it and you will see how I have set up the objectives with capture points, boundaries and spawns. The objectives have been organised into a hierarchy that allows you to easily identify the related capture point area and spawns for each team. Objective C is unique in that it also has 2 vehicle spawns, one for each team. We will get into this later on. For now, let's make a duplicate of Capstone and rename it with Custom Conquest. Now open the new level. Once in the map, by default we have 2 team bases. However, we need to add a deploy cam. Without this, the spawn screen will not work correctly. Add a deploy cam into the scene, and make sure the camera model is in the sky and facing down. Now that we have the camera in place, let's start making an objective. In the library below, search for the capture point. Then drag it into the position of your choice. By default, it is enabled and set to neutral. You can change the team ownership, but I'm going to leave it as neutral for now. Give it a unique object ID, as each objective will need its own unique one. Now we need to set up the capture point area. To do this, add a polygon volume. Move it to the desired location and then you can drag the red points around to the desired positions. In order for the objective to work, you'll need to set a height for the polygon volume. You can get a top-down view by pressing 7 on the keyboard, and then you can use 5 to change it back to normal camera afterwards. You can add additional polygon points by going to Points and then Add Element. Once you have this in place, select the capture point and then set the capture area to the new polygon volume you've set up. Next up, the spawn points. Before we add them, I like to add child nodes for spawns for each team to the capture point. This just makes it easier for managing them later on. Now from the library, search for the spawn point. Drag it into the scene and place it where you like. I'm just doing 3 for each team for this demonstration. When you're finished, go back to the capture point. Now scroll down to the infantry spawn points for team 1 and then add element and then select the spawn point for team 1. Do this for each of the spawn points for team 1. Now do the same again for team 2, adding each of the spawn points. And congratulations, you have now successfully created a capture point. We can now use this objective as a template and copy it. Select the capture point and press Ctrl D to duplicate it. Now you can drag it to the new desired location, give the objective a unique object ID, and check that the spawns in the capture area are still assigned. If they need adjusting, assign them. Update your boundary and the spawn points, and that's it. You have successfully made another objective. The last thing about objectives is vehicles. You can assign vehicles to specific objectives. Drag and drop a vehicle spawn point. Select the vehicle type, in this case Abrams, and give it a unique object ID. You can now duplicate this to create another for the opposing team. This time we will set it as a leopard and give it another unique ID. For vehicles in the Team HQ, we can use the vehicle spawners. This time all we do is drag them out, select the vehicle type, and tick the Auto Spawn Enable option. This will spawn vehicles automatically at the base, however, they will not be available to select from the deploy menu. When you are happy with your map, you can export it. Use the Export Current Level option on the right. Once complete, head back to the portal site. In the map rotation section, you can add the map to your playlist and then upload your exported map. After you upload it, save your experience. If you have vehicles linked to spawns, head over to the block editor. On the right, you will see subroutines for objective vehicle spawn. There's already one in here for Cairo, but you can copy and paste it to add another map. Set the isCurrent map to the map that you're using. Then set the capture point ID to the object ID that you assigned in Godot. And then enter the vehicle spawner IDs that you also set in Godot. Now you can save and try out your new Conquest map. On a side note, in the current version, Liberation Peak is detected as Cairo, so the vehicle spawner did not activate for me, but rest assured, when this bug is fixed, the logic will work correctly. I hope this has helped you get started. Good luck. But should you need it, feel free to ask away in the comments or join us on the Battlefield Portal Discord. See you there.